Hey, what's going on, everybody? Anushka Sheffy here from DropShipSniper.com, and in this bonus training, what we're going to cover is one of these unknown, underused techniques for finding products to throw into your store. And these products can be extremely profitable. So we're going to dive right in on this new technique, and it's similar. We're going to still want the PrimeAway tool, and we're going to head over to Amazon. So what we want to do is, instead of selecting a category, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and type in a random product that we believe would be a dropship style product. Okay, so I just did this. I typed in computer desk, and you can literally create a list of products that you think are dropship products, right? And just create a go-to list that you can go to, and punch that in and start searching for drop shippers. Okay, so we want to find some drop shippers, and then we want to find their products. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so here's one that we can open up. This is sponsored and sponsored, so I'm not going to open that up. And we do want our PrimeAway tool on so that we're not looking at those prime listings. Okay. All right, so here we go. Go into page 2, sponsored ad. You can open this up, desk assembly. And this is what we do. We open up, as usual, a bunch of tabs, and then I will show you how we go from there. Okay, so once we have a good amount of tabs, I think that's plenty. What we want to do is go through the sellers on these listings and find dropshippers. Okay, so here we go. Now, what I've found when doing this is the people that you want to target are, first of all, you don't want to come down here and target the people that are $92, right? The problem with that is they're not keeping their prices competitive, which could mean, they're probably not keeping their prices competitive across their entire store, right? So there's not a point to really swipe this guy's product. He may have some profitable products, but I found that when we go through the people down here that have a competitive price, it's more opportunity to find more products that are competitive and profitable for us. Now, the other thing that I've noticed is that we don't want to go after people with like tens of thousands of reviews. These are prime targets. Okay, so like most of these people on this list are going to be drop shippers. Creative Unicorn, Live Direct, Easy Super Shop. A lot of these people are going to be drop shippers. So what you can do is open up each of their stores. Actually, you can first create a list. So I'll just copy this, put it on the list, copy this, put it on the list. Once you have a solid list of names, you can go ahead and start going through them one by one and finding products that you can sell. Okay, so all I did is, once you click his name, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. You want to click the storefront. In some cases, they may not have their storefront, which is strange. So if you come there and the storefront's not there, don't worry about it. It should be there, though, because you're looking at a list of products. Okay, so now what we're doing, Bazizi storefront, we're in his store. These are all his products. Okay, now you got to pay close attention to this little detail, because when we start digging the products, there's something that we have to do in order to do this properly. If we don't do this, it's going to screw up everything. Okay, so what we do, I'm going to open this up, and we'll just go one by one at this point. Okay, so I'm going to go check this listing out. Now, if you go ahead and start basing your profit margins on this price, you're going to screw yourself up, because this is specifically Bazizi's store. When we click in any of these products, it will give us the price from Bazizi's store. Now, there could be 10 other sellers offering it this same product, right? This dog kennel or this dog cage at $27, half the price, right? But we won't see that because we're looking at his store. So it's very, very important that we don't just look at Bazizi's store. In order to do that, what we do, we come up here to the URL. Okay, this is the long URL, and where it says ref equals, we don't need this. This is giving you the information based on his store, referring you to his store. Okay, so let's just delete that and click enter, and now we're looking at the main listing here. Okay, and as you can see, as I said, this is not anywhere near the price that this guy Bazizi is offering that product at. Okay, so there's no point in listing this product in your store at $24.72. Okay, because Prime is $15, and so at that point we would go ahead and go on. Now we could continue on opening these up, check this product. Remember, this is his store, sold and ships by Bazizi. So we will grab the ref equals, all that, and we just want it to say this, right? It says DP and then the ASIN number, and then click enter. The page will load and you can see $54.29 is the official price of that product. Okay, you can go and see other prices by clicking here, $54.29, and you can see obviously this is something funny going on there. I don't know what this is, so we won't even consider this guy in our prices. But here we go, $53.44. He is in fact the lowest seller on this item. Now let's see what we can get this for from our supplier. Okay, so Bazizi is selling at $53.44, and then we have our supplier up here potentially offering it for $17.99 with shipping. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to click into our supplier, and we want to make sure that we are, again, as usual, shipping the right stuff to our customers. So I will look back here. 42-inch eye crate, and here's the inches, the dimensions, not the inches. 42, 30, 28. 42, 30, 28. Okay, so we got the 42-inch. What is it? Is there large? All right, large. Okay, here we go. So large, $40. We do not know exactly what the shipping costs. Free over $49, so there will be some cost to shipping. You know, so 40. If we're going to pay, let's say $10 for shipping, let's see what it's going to cost us. This may not be a profitable product in the end. Okay, so $45.28, and then we sell it for $53. After Amazon takes their cut, that's not going to be a profitable product. Okay, and that is the process. So you know, Bazizi, it looks like he may have some items that would be profitable. We would continue on through his store. And some of these sellers, I'll be totally honest, that some of these sellers will have a ton of products that you can swipe, and a lot of them won't have a ton of products, right? Be sure that we get rid of the referral. Whoops, get rid of that there too. Okay, so a lot of them will be on Prime listings and things that we can't compete with. So you'll find that some of these sellers are great and some of them aren't. In this case, maybe Bazizi is not the best seller, but we have tons more sellers that meet that are perfect candidates for us to go through. Okay, now I did this, right? And I did the same thing. I typed in computer desk, and this was one of the listings that came up. Okay, so what I will go ahead and do is click into these, right? And here's this guy. Now his price is much higher than the other seller here, but I still went ahead and checked out his products because he's got low amount of reviews. He's a new seller, so chances are he may have some stuff for us. You click into his store, and here we go. So here's a bunch of products. Now I clicked into this product, and as we can see, when I click into this product, I'll just do this now. Oop, and it will open up. Okay, don't forget to click your referral and get that out of there. Enter, reload the page, and here we go. It says used and new for $79, right? So we want to make sure that we always click in and see what the official price is here. All right, $152.91. He is the lowest seller for the new listing, and it's so that's a good sign. So let's see if we can find a supplier for this item. Okay, I'll just close these up now. I'm going to reload the page. It looks like PriceBlink is having a brain fart issue because as I said, I was doing this before, and PriceBlink did officially show product. Of course, it's not going to show it now, so what I'll do is I'll copy the title from here, and I will just type it into Google, and okay, here it is. It's loading here. Let's see what this is. Oh, here we go. Used eBay. Let's see, where was it? Type this in, eBay. Let's see. Search in Google or eBay. There we go. New other. So new other, new other. I just want new. Just want to look at the new listings. These, of course, it comes up new other. So that's not really working out. Okay, so I don't know why this is not loading, but yeah, so maybe it was this one. Maybe I'm making a mistake. I'm pretty sure it was the blue one. I specifically recall. So Price Blink is working here, so that's not an issue there. So let's go ahead and see if it will work now. If I just reload the page. No. Where did I see that supplier? All right, so I just went ahead and cut off for a minute and went and checked my history, and it looks like the item that I found, the example that I had brought up, literally right when I started recording the video, the seller item went out of stock. As you can see here, this was the item. It was $107, and it was selling for, like, I believe $152 before, okay, and I believe it's even gone from his store now, so he must have an inventory management software that has pulled it down from his store. But it was available, so that was a product that we could have sold, okay? So I don't know if somebody just bought this thing or what, but that's how I found this product, was the simple process. Type anything in here, and it could be anything. Let's say patio set. Oh, all right. Of course, when I'm thinking of something, I blank on it. Couldn't think of anything. So patio set. There's going to be some people that are drop shipping patio sets, right? So let's dig in and find the supplier. Some suppliers, right? We can go ahead and click this open, and there may be some suppliers that are on this listing. Looks like there's only one. Okay, so there's just one supplier. He has a ton of reviews and ratings, so you can test it. You can go through his store, but I like to go through listings that have multiple sellers that look kind of like they're new sellers, right? So let's go ahead and find some of those. All right, so there's 4 people selling this for $4.99, and here's a guy right here. So he's way high on the price, so he may not be the best drop shipper if he is a drop shipper. But so that would be an option. You could check him out. I again prefer people that have competitive prices, because that will probably be consistent across their store. So as you can see, there's only one guy here, so you can check him out. He may be a drop shipper. So just because they have high reviews doesn't mean they're not drop shippers. I've just found that you get better results with the newer sellers. It's almost like their store isn't filled with tons of products that haven't been gone through for a while, right? So this Barefoot team, okay, this guy, he's a bit above the competitive price, so it may be a foreshadow of what's in his store, right? All his products may be a bit high, but you could go and check him out. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is come over here and open up some more listings, and you would just be, as always, as efficient and as effective as possible when you're doing this. So 8 people here, this could be a good listing, right? So here's a bunch of people selling it at a very similar price, and here's a guy at 38. So I would go ahead, open him up, and we want to go into his store. As you can see, one received. One good thing to note is that when you look at the reviews and it says the package came from Walmart, or the supplier canceled, then that's kind of a sign that it could be also a drop shipper. So keep your eyes on the reviews. When you see something like that, it's a good sign. So we'll go into the store, and you can just go through these products one by one. A lot of these look like really hot selling, 25. So maybe he isn't a drop shipper, but go ahead, go through these listings and create your seller's list and continue on doing that process. I've found products that make me up to $300 profit using this technique, and you can rinse and replicate this over and over. You can hire someone to do this specific task every single day, create a seller's list, go through the sellers, and list the profitable products in those stores, okay? And like I said, sometimes you'll find sellers that have 20, 30 products that you can list, and you just swipe, 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 swipe. What I don't suggest you do is undercut, by a couple dollars. If you want to undercut people, go ahead and lower your price by a couple pennies. The last thing we want is to cut all of us dropshippers out of these margins, okay? So don't do that. Go a couple pennies lower. If you feel like you need to go a little bit more, you can. But when you cut $2 or $3, $4 off the price, it's just stupid. You're losing profits for every single dropshipper on the planet, everybody. So yeah, don't be that greedy dropshipper, and keep your prices competitive, keep listing, and I'll see you guys at the top.